This is Micah Dobbins. You are listening to the Micah Dobbins Show on Preeminent Radio. The future of broadcasting is now. Go ahead and take the time to visit our website, www.preeminentradio.com. Make sure that you follow all of our social media platforms, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Also, visit the Micah Dobbins Show. You can find me on all of those platforms as well. And you can also sign up for my newsletter at www.themicahdobbinsshow.com. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to the Church of God Mission. If you guys are on tonight, checking me out. I see LaMika representing. I see Mika representing. So thank you guys. Brendan also representing. Appreciate you. Make sure you let the rest of them know that I need them to tune in tonight. And they can go ahead and leave their comments, like, share, subscribe to the page. Okay, so we're going to get ready to jump on our next segment. This segment is called Finance and Investments. And for you guys to have understanding, the reason why I wanted to do a segment on finance and investments, I actually have a brother-in-law who's pretty savvy in the banking industry. He's going to get me if I call his name out, so I'm not going to put him out there. But he's a great brother to know. And he's been working in banking for many years and works with many high-ups and does a great job. Shout out to him and his family. He had lost his brother recently, so keep him in prayer as well. But my brother-in-law is a very good financial savvy guy, and he's had some great conversations with us and even worked with some of the people at our home church, kind of giving them tips and things when it comes to business. So I wanted to talk to you guys tonight in finance and investments because it's important for you to have understanding of what to do with your money, where your money should go. And tonight we're going to talk about Michael Render. Michael Render, also known to many as Killer Mike. But Michael Render had met with a couple of other fellas, and they got together and decided they wanted to open a new black-owned bank. And I want you guys to have understanding. This is a subject that I studied some years ago. There are several black-owned banks already out. Many of them were in like Alabama and other states, but they're actually out. But I found this interesting because a lot of people were really excited when the story broke. And I'm going to read from CNN right quick, just to kind of let you guys know. It says Killer Mike's new black-owned bank receives tens of thousands of account requests in less than 24 hours. A new majority black and Latinx-owned operated digital bank hopes to make supporting black-owned businesses and businesses a little easier for consumers. Greenwood was created by Bounce TV founder Ryan Glover and his close friend, rapper activist Killer Mike Render. The leadership team at Greenwood, which includes former Atlanta Mayor Andrew Young, unveiled the new platform on Thursday after raising more than $3 million in seed funding in June. Glover has been working on Greenwood since 2019, but he said interest in the venture spiked after the police killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis sparked a nationwide reckoning with racism that has inspired many Americans, including many in the corporate world, to support black-owned businesses and financial institutions. While the bank doesn't open until January, the company launched its website on Thursday, and there's already a waiting list for those who want to open a Greenwood account. I will say that we're in the tens of thousands, Glover told CNN Business on Friday. That number is increasing by the day. What is Greenwood? Like its competitors, Chime, Aspiration, Moneyline, or Vero, Greenwood is a digital bank whose financial services, including checking and saving accounts, mobile deposits, and peer-to-peer transfers, are fulfilled most entirely online. The bank offers a global ATM network, Apple and Android Pay services, and 2-day advances on paychecks for customers who sign up for direct deposit. All right, so I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about that with you guys and give you guys some stories. They're saying that they're targeting the Black and Hispanic community, and they desire to support Black-owned businesses because typically they have a harder time in getting funding. And it says, in order to build wealth, you need to have bank capital. We will identify qualified entrepreneurs and business owners and creatives to equip them with the capital they need to make their dreams a reality. And they named it Greenwood after the Black Wall Street, the neighborhood Greenwood. And we talked about that our first show. Me and Frank, we kicked it about Black Wall Street and what went on in Greenwood. So just giving you guys a little bit of commentary and a little perspective here. Because as you know, we are the independent voice. So we're going to have to give you our opinion. I saw a lot of people that were excited about it. Hey, Rita Parker, how you doing? I'm glad you chimed in. I see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. That's my auntie right there, y'all. All right, so I want to let you guys know that I was a little on the fence when I heard about this. I mean, people were really like excited, and to be honest, I'm not one of the thousands waiting right now on the waiting list for an account. I have a couple of banks I bank with. I have a business relationship with one that's pretty decent. There are some banks I don't like. Just gonna be honest. I'm giving y'all my objective opinion, but some banks I don't like. And the reason why I don't like particular banks, I used to work for a bank. I told you I had over 30 jobs, didn't I? I'm not gonna say the bank I worked at, but I worked for a bank, and I'm familiar with some of the protocols and practices of the bank, as well as some of the other procedures. I was aware of the predatory lending that a lot of them were doing. I wasn't pleased with that, giving people loans and high interest rates, knowing they were gonna lose those houses and taking them back from them. But at any rate, I was on the fence with the Greenwood Bank, and even reading the article, it kind of helped a little bit. But I was on the fence because it doesn't help us to have African American banks that do the same lending practices that non-African American banks do. If I could go to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, I could go to SunTrust or any of these, and back in the day, what was it, Washington Mutual years ago. If I go to any of these old banks that are out there, if I can go to one of these banks and they can deny me, based upon my zip code, color of my skin, my credit score, etc., whatever the case may be. And I know that that's illegal to deny you for the color of your skin, but let's be honest, they still have issues sometimes getting loans and getting help for businesses. So when you go to these banks and they turn you down, my question has always been for the African American owned bank, what are you going to do different? If the Greenwood Bank is going to step up and say, hey, listen, we're going to help you fix your credit. We're going to show you, and we're going to do a building block program. So we're going to give you this loan for your business, but we're going to monitor your progress to make sure we don't lose, because as a bank, we in it to make money. We don't want to lose money. However, you say you want to help the community. I think we need to make sure that we're following through with the business promise of helping the community and making sure that it gets to the people who needs it. And the best way to do that is to give them an education and finance at the same time. I'm hoping that Greenwood Bank will have like a mentorship for entrepreneurs of color and say, hey, listen, we're going to bring you guys in and we're going to show you how we're going to give you the money. However, you got to make sure that you're following these stipulations and be a little bit more hands-on with the community. And I'm not just charging the Greenwood Bank or Michael Render and those guys. That should go for all these African-American banks. Because it makes no sense for me to take pride in saying, I'm putting my money in an African-American bank and I can't even get a loan to get a house from them. I'm putting my money in an African-American bank, but I can't get a business loan or money for school or anything else. It's just a sense of pride if that's the case, and we just keeping up more shenanigans and foolishness, running on a treadmill, getting nowhere. So I would love to hear back. If there's anybody from the Greenwood Bank or representative that can reach out to me, you can email me at micahdobbinsshow@gmail.com. You can hit me on my social media, because I would like to sit down and have a conversation with the Greenwood Bank.
Man, so the bank's called Greenwood.
Yes.
Imagine if the bank was called Green Book.
Oh. The Green, I know, right?
Oh, that'd have been deep.
Right, spin on to something.
Yeah.
True. I mean, both were important in history, but yeah, you're right. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
And I want to say I've heard of a lot of things that Mike Render's been doing in the neighborhood. I see it. I know about the barbershops and some of the businesses, and that's to be commended. I'm not crazy about the name Killer Mike when doing that, because I'm a killer, but I'm helping you. No, I get it. You know what I mean? Everybody got a pass. I used to be, carefree. I get it.
But you know how he breaks it down though for Killer Mike, right?
Nah.
So he breaks it down and say like he's like killing a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, let's kill a mic. Like, and then use your voice type.
To kill him.
Everyone got their little flip.
All right. See, he
Yeah.
came out by the time Mike came out. I left the game in like 01. So when did he come out exactly? He had to come out like right after 01. Yeah, I left at 01. That's why, like, I'm like a dinosaur when it comes to the thing. But that makes sense if you're killing the microphone. I just know that it's funny because when they're saying he's giving out like baskets to kids, like Killer Mike is on the corner today giving little orphans baskets. I'm like, Killer Mike, yo, what, you gonna shoot a kid when you hand him a basket? What you gonna do? I mean, like, bro. But it's all good. Michael Render, Killer Mike, I'm happy that you have the barbershop though. I saw they at the barbershop when he was employing brothers and giving them a skill set. I think we do need to get people back to that in the community. You know what I mean? If you might not be able, everybody can't go out and be an entertainer. So you might need to get a trade and become a barber and start a business, a beautician. You in Atlanta. If you can't make that happen here, good luck to you. You can't happen nowhere. But we need to start looking at some other business ventures. Rita Parker has a comment. She said, I need to know if they will work with small business investing and restoring real estate for resale, flipping houses. Ooh, that'd be good. I'm not mad at that. There's a show on Tuesday night with DP and Dev, and they're specialists when it comes to real estate, flipping houses. Shout out to them. They actually had me on last week. And DP and Dev, I definitely want to sit down and talk with them then. Because very good point, Rita Parker. If the Greenwood Bank is saying, hey, look, we're going to help you guys to learn how to flip houses in real estate. Because the reality is a lot of the African-American community struggle because we don't have home ownership. I know people have made the comment, and I've had to battle that mindset when they're saying, well, you go to the community, and they tear it up down. First of all, if you don't own the community, you're paying rent, and your rent is like way higher than what a mortgage would be. You kind of feel slighted, so you don't care what happened in the next guy's house. I don't own nothing here. I'm just living here, and I'm gonna move as soon as I get something better. But not that that's right, but that's just a mindset some people have. And my rebuttal, my reply to that, when they say that, well, they don't take care of anything, that's a lie. Because if you've ever ridden in a car, you get some of them Chevelles and you get them donks and rides and them rims, boy, them things shining, chrome, clean, polished, armor all, waxed down on the inside. Now we can take care of what we care about. So if you give me an investment in my hood and you're gonna help me out, yeah, I'll step it up, and maybe some of these brothers will too. But yeah, that's something that we need to think about, guys. The real estate, working in that market, and if the Greenwood Bank is interested in that, I would love to have somebody, a representative from the bank, call and reach out. I would like to talk to them directly and see if we could get them, some answers to give the public. You got till January, because that's when the bank is gonna launch officially in January. So maybe I'll even send the email and reach out. But that was our financial and investment segments. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that for us to have an understanding in finances. Again, I wanted to give that shout out though to Michael Render and his crew for coming up with that. I heard he won an award too, I think, the other day or something like that. But yeah, that was good that you guys want to help out. But I still want more information to see if we're going to directly give it to the people who need it in the community, or are we going to practice the same discriminatory lending practices. And I might not say discriminatory, because some cases people may not have the credit, because let's face it, in high school, the only thing they're telling you is go to college, get a good job, or drop out. They're like, well, I got my degree, you ain't got to get yours. That's what most teachers in high school are telling these kids. Go get a high school diploma, go to college, get a good, So they're not telling them, hey, you need to watch your credit score. When you go to college, be careful when they give you that credit card, because it's going to put you in debt. You're already in debt when you leave school with student loans, unless you got a scholarship. But then I'm going to give you a credit card to pile on more debt. And Lord help you leave college and you run off and get married. Now you got to pay for the wedding, pay for the vacation, pay for the credit card, pay for the college education. If she college educated, buy a new car, buy a house. No wonder we're so financially messed up. Debt on top of debt. So maybe we'll talk about that next time. We can get on some of these debt things as well as we discuss our finance and investments. Again, this is Micah Dobbins from the Micah Dobbins Show. I hope you guys enjoyed that segment. We're going to catch another quick break and then we'll be back.